everybody, so the Warrior Diet's done. 3 weeks down. How did we do? Stay tuned.
Hey guys, it's Josh.
Hey, Zach.
And this is the Goandkeepgoing YouTube channel. We're an accountability channel for fitness and for weight loss. Zach and I are both on a journey for weight loss and to live healthier lives, and we want you guys to come along with us. If this is your first time looking at our videos or checking out the channel, we want to encourage you to subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about, and let us know how you're doing on your weight loss journey. So, after 3 weeks of the Warrior Diet, we're done.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
it.
goodness.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we're going to go over the differences how we feel now, but today's our final weight day, so we're going to find out exactly how much we've lost in that 3-week period of the Warrior Diet, and just to kind of remind you guys what it was. We fasted for 20 hours a day. We were supposed to fast for 20 hours a day and eat between a window of 4 hours between 4 and 8 p.m. The first 2 weeks, I was kind of okay with it. I think if you watched one of our previous videos, I mentioned that I would probably be willing to do this when we're complete, when we're done with it. And I kind of flip-flopped on that. I'm not gonna keep doing this. I might, in the future, it might be something that I tackle, but I think it's worth going on and moving on to something different now.
I honestly think 3 weeks is a bit much. It's not for everybody.
Right.
It's clearly not for everybody. I think 3 weeks is good to try.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got through it. The first week I think was the most beneficial as far as a rapid weight loss. So I'd say if we ever came back to this in the future, we're probably going to do it 1 week, just stick to our healthy lifestyle, but do 1 week of the Warrior Diet, kind of as like a boost.
Right.
Really.
And really, at this point now, the next step, so we've completed the Warrior Diet. We're going to get to our weights here in a couple of minutes, but we've completed the Warrior Diet, so what are we going to do next? So at this point, we're going to kind of give our bodies like a 2-week kind of restart, if you will. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to, like always, this is going to be a constant. Every week we're still going to weigh ourselves, and we're going to continue with our exercises and try to gain muscle mass and all that kind of stuff. So essentially we're going to go, for the next couple of weeks, go back to the healthy eating that we were doing before. We're going to be eating 3 meals a day like we were before, which is going to be interesting. Yeah, we're going to be able to start eating breakfast. I'm missing weird things. Like I'm missing weird things like coffee and hot tea. I don't know why. Like I'm missing stuff like that. Like, I mean, everything that I could have missed.
And I'm missing healthy things. I think I got to the point where, like, having for breakfast some egg whites and spinach.
I've missed eggs.
And for some reason, like normally I would be like, I can have that Monday for breakfast and then that's it. Right now, because we haven't been able to have breakfast and lunch, I want that every morning. I want that every day.
Right.
I just want to eat. Like, oh man.
Because when we do the fasting and we eat between 4 and 8, I'm always waking up hungry, like very hungry.
Yeah.
And then through the day, it just gets easier for me to kind of cope with. Now I'm gonna be honest, because like we said, this is an accountability, channel. There was a couple days where I just couldn't do it. He did it once.
One time I had one thing for lunch. That's because you had something the day previously.
The day before,
but other than that, I ate pretty healthy. There was a day that I did not. We had Panda Express in the middle of all this.
Yeah, but it was during our window.
That was during our window.
Right, it was during our window.
But that was still unhealthy. But I'm saying even during the window, I ate fairly healthy. I did a pretty decent job of staying on track. I didn't eat completely healthy. I had chips sometimes. I had a couple pieces of dark chocolate sometimes.
Which is, depending on who you ask, that's healthy.
It's true, yeah, and it can be. I mean, there were definitely items that I had in my 4-hour window that wouldn't be considered healthy, but I was kind of moderate with it. I ate a little bit. I didn't go ham and eat the whole bag, or I didn't eat a whole box of cookies.
Right.
I just kind of said, okay, I'm gonna have some, and that's it.
Right.
So.
And it's Girl Scout cookie season, at least in the part of the country where we are. I'm a big Girl Scout cookie fan. I love the cookies and stuff, so it's kind of a rough time of year to kind of start a diet like this. But going off of your diet, like we're all guilty of doing, it's not a bad thing. It's just part of your journey. It's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we're going to discuss that a little bit later as to why maybe I didn't try as hard as I needed to on the final week, and why I may have fell off the diet a couple times. We're going to discuss that.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to that a little bit later. So for right now, let's get to the weights. Zach.
Dun, dun, dun.
We got 176.
176.0. All right. Joshua.
All right.
See where you fall, buddy boy. 318.2.
Okay.
Well, there it is, guys. There's the weights. Kind of not surprising in general. I mean, I ate pretty healthy, so that kind of is a representation of that. Even though I did not like doing the diet the last week, it about killed me. And for you,
I mean, I put on the 2 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, which to be honest is what I expected. If I'm honest, considering I didn't really stay on the diet like I should have, and I did the fasting for the most part, but when I was eating, I was just like, I don't want to go cook, so I just got this here and there and stuff.
Which really kind of defeats the whole mindset of, well, you can eat whatever you want in that 4-hour window.
Right.
Obviously, you can't.
You can, because I'm more or less sustained the weight loss. I mean, aside from that, because okay, think of it this way. So it's 3 weeks of the Warrior Diet. In those 3 weeks, I lost 5 pounds than what I was from before we started the diet. So there was so I lost 5 pounds doing the Warrior Diet. Now, had I done the healthy thing for the last week and not kind of fallen off like I did, who knows? I might have lost another 7 pounds.
Right.
But at the same time, also, with the weekend and stuff, our gym's at our job. We can't always get to the gym. We have a gym here, right here, but we probably didn't exercise as much as we needed to the past couple of days. I mean, it just shows the things that you need to stay consistent with to make sure that you get the results that you want.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah. So I think we're going to go over some pros and cons here, just so that we can kind of recap
of the Warrior Diet.
Right. So you guys know our kind of final decision on this. So yeah, go ahead.
So pros, at least, it's definitely a good diet for quick weight loss. So quick weight loss is not necessarily a healthy thing, because that's considered like a crash. It's considered like a crash diet. So any research that I've done, it suggested that you lose, what is it, a pound a week, 2 pounds a week?
Pound or a pound and a half.
Pound and a half a week or something like that. But it's going to depend on your body type. I'm a very heavy guy, so I'm going to lose more weight than he will, because he's a smaller person, So the fact that, my diet completely changed from one day to another after a week of doing the Warrior Diet, lost 7 pounds right off the bat, that's just how my body reacted to it. So I'm not going to say that it was unhealthy weight loss. So one of the pros for the Warrior Diet, it's definitely a good diet for losing some weight. But we're going to go ahead and add a safeguard to that and be like, you need to make sure you're getting your nutrients and you're eating what you need to. Stay hydrated. If you feel like you're getting sick because of it, or if you feel like you just don't feel well because of it, then it's not for you. Don't do it.
Right.
I mean, we hate this term, but we use it because it makes sense. Yeah, listen to your body.
And drink a lot of water.
For sure. Stay hydrated. It does help.
Drinking water kind of tricks your body into being like, I have something
in my stomach.
And then you can keep moving on.
Right. So, you got a pro?
That's really the only pro, I honestly think. I mean, there's a little bit of energy. There's not as much of a crash during the day. That is a good pro. You kind of go through the day building throughout the day of like, I'm ready to eat. So I feel like your energy is sustained.
Yeah.
And then you eat, and then you go to bed. So it's kind of, I guess that would be a pro, is you have a little bit more energy, sustainable energy throughout the day.
Right.
I don't think we have any other pros, do we? I
don't believe so. Not ones to note, but if I had to say the biggest con that we have for the Warrior Diet, it's incredibly difficult to stick to.
Yeah.
I mean, he did better at it than I did, but there was a couple times when we were talking at work where he would text me and be like, man, I
was ready to punch somebody.
Like, I'm not going to make it today.
Hungry.
Right, like he's one of those people that get hangry, and it shows. You can tell when he's hungry. There was a couple times that I get some texts and be like, man, if I don't eat something, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah.
and it is. I mean, that's part of the reason too. Like that. I probably like a couple times just like, man, I'm miserable because I'm hungry. But that also could have been maybe towards the end of the diet, I wasn't putting the right stuff in my body. Yeah. So that could have been why. My body's like, well, you're not necessarily like hungry. I need some nutrients. I need something particular in my body.
It's not getting the right fats, the right carbs, anything like that. It's getting all junk.
Right. So you want to be conscious. You want to be conscious of what you're putting in your body as well. But I'd say that's probably the biggest con of it. It's difficult to stick to because it is so extreme.
It is.
It's definitely an extreme form. It's an extreme form of fasting.
I think if we ever came back, we'd probably just do a week of this and just get that quick, rapid weight loss if we really feel like we need it, and then move on from there. Right. I don't think 3 weeks is necessary. I know I've seen people. There's people out there who've done this Warrior Diet, and they're like, I've done this for 2 years. Props to you. That's awesome. That's great that you can do that for 2 years. I don't think we could do that.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. We get too hungry, too fast. Even if it's just healthy food, don't care. I need something in me to make me feel better throughout the day. So,
and something that I want to mention, at least this is the kind of thing that kind of affected me on the final week of the diet, and it's something that I think that we need to bring up in future videos. We talk about a healthy lifestyle, and for the most part, when we talk about it, we're mentioning what you're putting in your body, you're eating, what you're doing as far as physical activity and stuff. But talking about a healthy lifestyle, it's also managing your stress level. So the more people I talk about, I've talked to people that have been watching the videos, I've talked to some friends of mine at work, I talked to family and stuff. And when somebody's really stressed about something going on in their life, what's one of the first things they turn to? Food.
Yep.
And 90% of the time, 99.9% of the time, it's not healthy food either. It's comfort food, like what we call comfort food, junk food, stuff that tastes good.
I'm gonna go have some yogurt.
Yeah,
That sounds real good.
Yeah, I'm a little stressed.
Have
I
some
need a couple
yogurt and maybe a little
grapes.
spoon of peanut butter.
No, but it's not like that.
No.
That's not what happens. So that's what we're going to start talking about as well. We're going to do some research. We're going to do some things, and we want to start to discuss ways that you can kind of manage your stress, because stress can affect everything when it comes to your health.
It can.
Your sleeping patterns, weight loss for sure, weight gain for sure, all that kind of stuff, physical activity. So that's something in the future we're going to start to tie in as well. Also in the future, some things, we want some feedback from you guys. We want to know, we've got some ideas coming up, some things that we're going to start recording, and some things that we're going to try. So we finished this diet, and now we're going to give our bodies about 2 weeks to kind of reset, which is doing the normal healthy eating and exercising. In the future, we're looking at plant-based diets. We're going to look at the alternatives for getting protein, with just getting protein from plant-based foods, not necessarily with the meats like he and I are so big on at the moment. We're also going to look into the carnivore diet. We're going to look into other extremes, and we're going to test those things and see how our bodies react to it. But we also want to know what you guys think. Do you have any ideas, anything you would like us to talk about?
Diets that you think we should try?
Anything that we haven't mentioned that you want us to try, we'll definitely look into it. And we also, foods, different foods. I don't eat mushrooms.
And I don't eat cauliflower, but we're both going to have to get over that and try something.
He loves water chestnuts, so we can definitely do a water chestnut.
No.
So different foods that we're going to try. We want to hear you guys, definitely, we want to hear what you want to hear about. Give us some ideas. Definitely let us know what you want to hear about, and we'll try it. Or at least we'll look into it and do some research and talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for this week. That was the last weigh-in for the Warrior Diet. We're going to start our next diet, and we'll let you guys know. Definitely keep checking back with us, because in another week, we're going to do another weigh-in to kind of keep on track of what our weights are. And again, just to remind you guys, subscribe to our videos, like our videos, comment, let us know how we're doing, let us know how you're doing in your weight loss journey, and we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
And if there's nothing else, I'm Josh.
I'm Zach.
And we're going to keep going. Thanks guys.